their graduation engaged. And the question came up, well, why is there not the reality for black women? I know y'all not gonna like what I gotta say, but you know me, I'm gonna say it anyway.
So I was asked to give my take on this particular video. And really, in this situation, all I have to say is complete and total utter clusterfuck. You know how when somebody is saying something and it really sounds like they saying something, but they ain't saying nothing at all? It reminds you of Jesse Jackson,
the Latter-day Saint Seuss. You do not like green eggs and ham? I do not like them. Sam, I am.
Or like when a Marion dances and then you realize he really can't dance.
First and foremost, black women are above reproach. If it don't validate us or excuse our bad behavior, we don't want to hear it. Instead, we'll say, well, men do it too. Secondly, we'll find every excuse in the world to validate why we don't want to be married or why we don't want to be in a relationship. Well, they get cheated on. Well, they do this. Well, they do that. But then we have all these standards for men.
They say inflation is high. Baby, they need to talk about conflation, because conflation is an all-time high. It was like somebody took a book, read the first 5 to 6 pages of each chapter, and each chapter was 45 pages, and then went to the next chapter.
And we're still actively seeking for men in the midst of our hurt while inadvertently telling them to go to therapy. Thirdly, the independent woman is a myth. Ashley cared about being independent, and it was something.
And the next chapter, and the next chapter. Nothing had nothing to do with nothing. It was all mixed up. And trust and believe, we have heard it all before. Black women know why black men don't like them. But that wasn't the question, was it? The first part of the narrative was, why are black women not engaged like white women when they end up leaving college? First and foremost, you can tell those who haven't really pursued higher education. You can also tell those who ain't never really dealt with Caucasian people in reality before. Okay, I know that there are notable movie and TV shows like Stomp the Yard and A Different World and Higher Learning that gives everybody this idea who haven't been to college of what college is like. Sorry, boo, that's not the case. Get the right narrative in your head. You know, like when the pastor say, look to your left, look to your right, say neighbor, XYZ. When black women look to their left and they look to their right, they're not seeing their neighbor, okay? They're seeing people of other races, of other phenotypes. It's the math ain't mathing. Black men ain't graduating with black women. The answer to the question of why black women are not engaged when they get out of college is because they are not marrying black men, because black men ain't the ones that's graduating with them. Prove me wrong. Number 2, when we talk about Caucasian Europeans, many people think it goes like this. Hi, I'm a Caucasian. Me too. Let's get married. That's not how that works. If you've ever been around Caucasians, really, you would know that they classify each other by phenotypes. And the colorism that we talk about in our community actually exists hardcore in their community. A lot of times, you're not going to see Italians not date Italians. Did you know in many cases, the Irish are considered to be the lowest class of European people? In addition to that, when a woman is in college, a white woman is in college, she is in college getting her education to date an upper echelon man. That's the purpose of her being in college. The only group of women that gotta sit around and try to dilute their status, their hard work, their education is black women. We're the only ones that's told, you know what, erase 4 to 6 years of your life and all the hard work, blood, sweat, and tears, because it might hurt your man's ego. They are not submissive to these men because it makes them feel good. They are submissive to these men because it's an ends that justifies the means. They get political power through connection to their men. They get economic leverage through connection to their men. They get privilege and supremacy through connection to their men. They are doing it for a reason. Get that through y'all head. Moving like a centipede, but y'all don't understand that. Y'all still all in your bag trying to define yourself and your identity. So in essence, we supposed to just have erasure of our own blood, sweat, and tears to make a motherfucker feel good? Baby, make that make sense. And finally,
Malcolm X quote where he says the black woman is the most disrespected, he also says to be near your man.
Wrong again.
The most disrespected person in America is the black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the black woman. The most neglected person in America is the black woman. And as Muslims, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us to respect our women and to protect our women. And then the only time a Muslim really gets real violent is when someone goes to molest a woman. We will kill a woman. I'm making it plain.
Yet in our reality, every 4.5 hours, a black woman is unalived. We're not following them because we would be following them, by and large, to our own demise. Wake the fuck up.